Happy Monday, everybody. Donnie Baker, LPR, Learn Pro Recording. You know that's the site that not only shows you how to do a little recording, but more importantly, and just as important, how to get paid for it. Hey, I've got something really cool I want to share with you today. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I want to share some music with you. There's going to be a little bit of music playing in the background, and you know, all day long, we're going to I'm going to show you some stuff. First of all, happy November, everybody. We're into November, as you can kind of tell. Mama not going to like this. She's going to tell me to take it off in a little bit. But before she does, though, it's going to be here. Hey, you know what? The music is coming from this little device right here. This is called a You Create Music. I don't know. I think we got this at Toys R Us back in the day. And it's basically a toy that makes music. And we have a lot of these things in the studio. There's quite a few of these things in the studio. And I wanted to share these with you today. And so today's series, we're going to start a series. I'll probably do it once a month or something. And just share with you some toys that make noise. We got some interesting things that make noise. And sometimes we do use these things in the studio, in productions, while we're making stuff. So it does happen. Because sometimes it's weird, sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's fun. It's just to be different, you know? So, hey, I do want to talk to you guys about, I've got something really cool. This is November. So November means, you know, Thanksgiving. And then the day after Thanksgiving is Black Friday. But, you know, we're an online company. So our thing's going to be Cyber Monday. I got something really cool, but I do want to talk to you about it today. I'm going to touch on it. I'm going to share just the tiniest little bit. Basically, here's what I'm gonna share with you. I got something cool coming for you for Cyber Monday, so y'all get ready for that. I'll talk more about it in the upcoming weeks because we're gonna get going on it. But I really wanted to share with you guys today just some of the toys that make noise that we use in the studio, and some of them are cool, some of them are stupid. But you know what, man? They make noise, and sometimes you could put that noise into place and use it and make it into something interesting that nobody else has that sound, and it's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. So I want to share some of those things with you. I got to turn the desk around and I got to turn the camera on over there so I can show you these things. I'm gonna plug them in, let you hear them, see what they sound like, and you know, if you find anything interesting, hey, maybe you guys got something at the house that you use to make weird sounds with. I mean, anything. Beating on pots and pans with a wooden spoon like you did when you were 3. You know, that can honestly make a song. You can actually do that today. Get back in the kitchen. If your wife doesn't get too mad at you, go on, beat on some pots and pans with a wooden spoon, see what happens to you. And see what happens to your song, and then see what happens to you because you're beating on your wife's favorite pans with a spoon. But I'm kidding, man. I'm just kidding with y'all. But, you know, there is that, man. And sometimes it's weird stuff that makes the interesting music and makes the interesting sounds that we deal with. You know, us as sound people, we're weird people anyway. So, you know, we might stop in the middle of the grocery store because we heard something funky and it sounded cool, and we want to try to remember it and try to recreate it next time we're in the studio. So I don't know if all y'all like that, but I'm like that. That's why my wife won't take me shopping with her. But that's a different story we'll talk about on a different day. But I do want to turn this thing around right now. I'm going to share with you some of the toys that make noise here at ES Audio Recording Studios. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rock Show. What we have here is this is a Fender Mini Twin amplifier. I just have a Telecaster plugged into it. I'm not, don't judge the guitar playing, ladies and gentlemen. I am no guitar player. But this thing's got a clean setting. It's got a you can overdrive it. You can put a little distortion on it. Again, don't judge the guitar player. I'm no guitar player, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you, I'm not that person. It got a really nice clean tone to it. We've actually used this clean tone on record. It's not bad. I mean, dude, honestly, I think it was like $30 on Amazon, brand new. And we actually recorded it one time. I'll actually pull up a picture of it and put it on here for you right now. You can see where we got a Sennheiser 421 and a SM57 on it. It's just funny. It's just funny, but you know what? It actually sounds quite nice. It actually is not bad. So I do appreciate that this thing sounds pretty cool, and it's only $30, and everybody should have one. So next we have this little Black Star. It's an acoustic guitar amp, and it really sounds kind of cute. It's also got this it's got this little echo thing on there. You can turn it up. You can set the tempo. It sounds pretty good. I mean, I have I'm taking the headphone jack out of it, but it's got a little, it's got a little tiny speaker on it. But it actually sounds pretty good. We've actually recorded this. And I mean, this is just an acoustic guitar. I just have no effects or anything on it. It is what it is. And this is one of those toys that makes noise. And it's just a lot of, I think this was $35 on Amazon. It's just cute. And it's just fun to have little toys like this laying around that you can plug in and make weird different sounds. I mean, this is different than a big Black Star amp. And it's just different than a like the Fender amp is different than a Fender. It's a mini twin amp, but it's not a Fender twin, but it's a mini twin. It's just fun to have weird stuff laying around that you can plug in and make noise with, and it's just fun, and we appreciate it. And I got a couple more pieces I'm gonna show you in a sec. So this is a stylophone. This one is actually vintage. This one's from the late 1970s, early 1980s maybe. I discovered this when I lived in the UK. This is like it's kind of a, I don't know, man. It's an electric. This is an electrode, and then when it touches the pads at whatever frequency that it's gonna play back, it's just a tone generator. There's a built-in vibrato. You can just play and they're notes. And I'm not a player. I don't really play anything. I bought this because it just makes noise, and I like things that make noise. That's all it is. And you can play whatever. It's one of those things, man. It's just one of those things that's a lot of fun. And of course it does make noise, and it does belong in a studio. It does belong being recorded. Again, for this, I'm just taking the headphone jack out, and as I play it, it does have it's got different octaves. But you can pick your note, you can do what you need, and you put it in some tracks and press play. That's how it works. Just press play. So this is a pattern player. I think we bought it at Toys R Us back in the day when my son was really young, and I think we bought this at Toys R Us when my son was 6. And it's got some loops, it's got some beats, it's got some loops in it, and you can stack them, you can change them. This transitions into one and to the other. This is an effect pad. You can affect it. There's different effects you can choose. There are riffs you can put in on top. You could add some licks, they call them. Some runs. There's a song built in. You can record your own patterns. This is basically a pattern player. And this again is this is a toy that makes noise, and you can take the sounds and you can record them and use them in one of your productions. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. Again, this is just some toys that make noise. So this is the Yamaha DJX2B. It looks like it was released in the year 2000. Man, I thought it was older than that, but apparently it was released in 2000. This is we replaced the original scratch pad with one that looked like a record. Just thought it was cooler. What this thing is, man, it's a loop player basically, and it's got built-in loops, built-in samples, the live effects. There's tons of things you can do. There's cutoff and res wheels and dude, it's just a lot of fun, man. We used to take this out. I think we originally bought it for we would do We would do the back to school family night with, my son was when he was in elementary school, not to embarrass my child, but we would bring this out. They would always bring us in because they knew we were the sound people. And the PTA would bring us in because they knew we were the sound people, and we'd bring in a PA system and play some music for the families coming back to school and stuff like that. So we would always bring this thing and just let the kids make their own music. Bro, this thing was so much fun. We had so much fun with it. I'm gonna play on this for a little bit, just show y'all what it could do. Really, all you gotta do is set up a pattern and play the pattern. Once you get started playing a pattern, you just pick other patterns. There's other patterns. Watch this. As long as you can count to 4, you're good on pretty much everything, man. Change to another pattern. This actually, number 58 is a really cool pattern. This was not bad. Dude, some of these things are like super funky. We've actually used some of these beats. In music productions that we do here at the studio. You got a scratch pad, so you could blend this in. You blend in the scratch pad. Dude, this thing's just a lot of fun. If you guys don't know about this thing, try to look for one on eBay or Craigslist or something, man. These things are just a ton of fun. You can plug it into a system. We plug it into Pro Tools via a DI box, and it's this line level out, but it's just super dope. Watch this. You can just change all these things. As long as you count to 4, man, you got it. You know what I mean? You got an A and a B. You got an A and a B bank, so there's 8 sounds for everything. These are transitions. These two are transitions in and out of the main patterns. Go back to the A bank. Transition in. The 58 was pretty cool. We were playing with this one earlier. I think we might have heard it. I think we might have used this one in a song once, and it was pretty cool. You can pick your effects. Let's go with some distortion. Go to the B bank. This thing's just a lot of fun, man. It's just, I don't know, it's just fun. I like playing with it. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have shown you some of the toys that we use to make noise in our studio. We actually use some of these. The Black Star amp I've used on the little Fender Mini Twin amp I have actually used in a song. And if you listen really closely to the song that's playing underneath the podcast right now, that is the song that I used that amp on. It was kind of funny because we took pictures of it. There's actually pictures of it on the ES Audio website where we actually have that on there, and we had a Sennheiser 421 on there and a SM57, and it looks like gigantic microphones on an amplifier. It's really funny. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll let you guys. I'll finish this up with this pattern right here. We're just gonna finish up with this little pattern right here. It's gonna get a little funky. Let's go back to the A bank. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed some of this from today, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing some of the toys we use to make noise here in the studio. And if you guys have any toys that you like to use, go on and leave them in the comments here on the YouTube channel. Let's get talking about these things. And like I said, I might be bringing this up once a month or something, just to show you some cool stuff that we're using to make sounds with in our daily productions here at the studio. So hey, go forth. Have a wonderful week. Happy November, everybody. And remember, Thanksgiving's coming up, which means we got Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming. So save your pennies. There's going to be some cool sales out there from everybody, especially plug-in companies that we all know and love. And if you guys need any help or anything, hit me up, info@learnprorecording.com. Have a great week, everybody. My name is Donnie B. I'm out of here. Peace.